Welcome to Hot Take That. I'm Snapkick, and everything I've ever said is factual, especially if you disagree. On this show, I want to tell everyone why your popular opinion is wrong, and overthrow standard conventions in video games, other media, and whatever the fuck else I feel like talking about. And you're gonna like it, or bullying guaranteed. Today we're talking about contact damage in games and why it's utter bullshit that should be removed from almost all games. I'll be using footage from my live streams of Hollow Knight, twitch.tv/snapkick, go follow me or you're a dork, as my main examples because I can't be fucked recording from many different games to increase the sample size. This isn't an empirical science, this is straight facts, like it or not. Contact damage was first shat upon the world back in the days of Mario when this loser, Miyamoto, decided to stop playing with calculators because he was inspired by walking through the woods or some shit. I don't pretend to understand the ways of the samurai. In Super Mario Bros., this idea made a bit of sense. You could reasonably justify that Goombas and Koopas just bit you and gave you rabies, thus killing Mario instantly, or worse, turning him into a manlet. This also works mechanically because all these guys do is walk back and forth. Maybe sometimes they turn into furries. It's not like they have any weapons or psionic powers, they can't do shit unless you let them touch you. Yeah, despite 2D Mario games being a slip and slide fest, a topic for another time, it's really only your fault if you bump into them. You know exactly what it is they're going to do, you see them well in advance, that's fair. They're basically moving spikes, so what's the problem with contact damage then? Simple. It's when you have enemies with innate attack patterns or unreadable/unpredictable movement who also have contact damage. You've given your enemy a sword, magic, the will of Allah, or some other bullshit. You then ask me to fight this enemy up close or dodge it as it barrels towards me with no regard for its own safety or success. And then say, yeah, this guy's also made of fiberglass. I've yet to come across a game where this was the circumstance and I still had fun. Hollow Knight's a great example of this. There are very few enemies that have no form of direct attack or weapon, yet while dodging body slams, energy waves, big-ass swords, and AIDS Ghost, I'm also having to find time to step in and attack with a melee weapon and not bump into the big guy while he's having smoko. It's just not fun. I shouldn't be punished for being aggressive like this. It would be infinitely preferable if enemies had more complex attack patterns to compensate for no contact damage, instead of relying on a completely outdated, archaic form of danger management. Look at character action games like Platinum makes. Raiden doesn't get fox die by touching an enemy soldier because they're all aggressively attacking and ganging up on you. It balances out. I'm not saying that you couldn't reliably use contact damage, just do not attach it to enemies who are also capable of attacking other ways. It should be contact damage and nothing else, or bust. If you want your Goombas to have contact damage and all they do is run at you or walk in a predictable way, hey, that's pretty cool. But if you give that Goomba some arms and it can now throw rocks at me, no way. The same idea applies to Metroidvanias, action platformers, 3D platformers, etc. There's very likely exceptions to this. I don't care. This take is hot, fresh, out of the ovens, and it's a hill I'm going to die on. If you think I'm super handsome, correct, and all around a great kisser, or if you're wrong and disagree, let me know in the comments and why. I want to laugh at lesser ideas from weaker minds. Subscribe for more, check out my Twitch and Discord linked below in the description and comments, and stay tuned for more correct thoughts and opinions. See you later. And I complain about all this, but I still really do like this game. I still really do.